What's going on, guys? J08 back with you today. Today we got some Hockey Ultimate Team in the background. What a better way to start than in the 1-4 trap. Now today I wanted to talk about the Ottawa Senators again. A couple videos ago I wanted to talk about Tomas Chabot, what the Ottawa Senators should do with them. Well, today I wanted to talk about the Ottawa Senators goaltending situation and what's going on with that. Now, in case you guys haven't known, or you don't know, you aren't aware, or haven't been in the news a lot, the Ottawa Senators #1 goaltender Craig Anderson, his wife Nicole, has been diagnosed with cancer. Now, although that is really unfortunate, I sympathize for them, and it's a really crappy situation. I want to talk about the pure hockey side of this. I don't want it to get too emotional or anything like that. But with Craig Anderson being the #1 goalie, it's really tough to, take him out of the lineup and put someone else in that spot to continue to have success. Because Craig Anderson, like I said, #1 goaltender, he's played 7 games, 6-1 record. He's been playing incredible. Behind him is where I am really scared for the Sens. Now, at this time, November 2nd, 2016, Andrew Hammond is injured for another week and a half, is what they're saying. And behind him, you have Anderson, who is obviously dealing with personal issues with his, his wife being diagnosed with cancer, to, wanting to support her and be with his family and all that stuff. To Andrew Hammond being injured led them to call up Chris Driedger and Matt O'Connor, their 2 AHL goaltenders. But then Craig Anderson, talked to his wife and said, or then his wife said, go back to your team needs you, go back and play. It's a little too early for you to be not playing. And Craig Anderson came back to the team, played amazing. I think he had 2 shutouts, and then he won the next game. So, he's been playing amazing since he's been back. Then you have, the other 2 goaltenders, and Chris Driedger and Matt O'Connor, who Chris Driedger looks like he's ready to be, an AHL player right now, challenging for the NHL spot. But he's not ready, to be a starter or anything like that. He's far away from it. Other than that, you have Matt O'Connor, who's just not looking like a good player right now. He's not playing well. And then after that, you don't really have anybody, interesting. They have Marcus Hogberg, or however you pronounce it, playing in Sweden, who's not really playing well at the moment. Then you have another guy with the name of Joel Decord, who's also in college, not playing well right now. But as for the future of the Sens with, their goalies, you have Craig Anderson, who once he retires, the Senators have no one to, take that spot. They have Hammond, who is nothing more than, a backup goaltender. And then you have, Driedger and O'Connor, who are far away from being a starter in the NHL. And then you have some other guys who haven't even made the jump to the pro scene yet that don't look like they're going to be there anytime soon. But if you're related to, a situation like Tampa Bay, where they have Ben Bishop, who's, 29 years old, and with the expansion draft coming up, you got to think, they might move him or their backup, Andre Vasilevsky. Now, with Vasilevsky, he's 21 or 22 years old. I'm not exactly sure. But he's really young. He's a good goaltender, and he's ready to be a starter in the NHL. However, that leaves Ben Bishop, as the biggest trade candidate, as far as my knowledge can really go right now. But you have to think, the Senators might take a look at that situation, especially with Anderson being, at the final stages of his career. You don't know how long he's going to play. And especially with now his wife being in the situation that she is, you never know what's going to happen. However, the Senators did have an answer a little bit for that, maybe a little bit more of insurance for the rest of the year, and Michael Condon. Now, Condon came over in a trade today to the Senators from Pittsburgh in exchange for a 5th-round draft pick. So you got to think, it's a little bit of insurance for the rest of the year. However, they're going to carry 3 NHL goaltenders, which is kind of an interesting move, but also kind of more, like I said, an insurance move. So I understand that part, but going for their future, you don't see Condon or Hammond as future. You don't see, Driedger as O'Connor as future right now. And what are they going to do? The expansion draft's coming up, so you got to think there's going to be a lot of trades of players. And I overall think, it's going to be a more balanced NHL than, whoever has, the most best players in the league are going to win. And, it's stupid things like that, some, bigger defensemen, some bigger goaltenders, some bigger forwards are all going to be traded to different teams. Especially with the expansion draft team, being able to pick up some players. Teams don't want to lose their players for nothing. They want to get something back for them. Not that they want to, but because they have to. And with guys like Ben Bishop and other goaltenders that are in the same boat where they have, younger guys challenging for their #1 spot, you can't keep both of them, especially with the expansion draft being able to take, that one person. And someone like Ben Bishop, who's 29 and has, let's just say another 5-year plan, maybe 5 to 10, depending on, how long he wants to play. And overall, he's a good, goaltender that could go to a good team and overall, increase someone else's future potential. But right now, the Sens are not looking like that. They are not looking like, you know, a team of the future. They're trying to be a team of, you know, now, but I just don't see that happening. Right now, with the goaltender situation, it's pretty scary. Like, if you look at, you know, Pittsburgh right now, it's the same situation there. They have Fleury, they have, you know, Matt Murray, they have Tristan Jarry. You know, they have 3 viable options for their future, but they're most likely only going to trade, most likely, Fleury. So I think Fleury's in the same boat. He's, I think, around 30 years old, and he's going to be traded most likely also. So is that another fit? You know, he might be a little bit cheaper than Bishop, because you never know. But either way, what do you guys think of the future of the Sens goaltender situation? Do you guys agree with what I'm saying? You know, they don't really have a good future. Should they get one in the draft this upcoming year? Or should they, you know, trade for a bigger guy like Bishop or, you know, Fleury or someone else? What do you guys think down in the comment section below? Let me know. If you guys did enjoy it, please leave a like and subscribe for more. Anyway, guys, I'll see you later.